Morning on my blue collar workers. Hope everybody having a good day out there. I'm getting ready for school. Last couple days of school here. I was figured I'd kind of break it down. I was thinking about I'm a third year apprentice now, so I was kind of thinking about the progression, what we've been doing in school the last couple years. I know every local is a little bit different. Like even here in St. Paul, 455, they do day school for a year before they start the apprenticeship. So I'm glad I had to do that. Like that'd probably be good for if you was young and you could afford to pay for go to school and not have to stay at home. But I already got a house, so I got bills to pay, so I couldn't afford to go do that. So luckily, 539, we just go right into the apprenticeship if you're construction. If you go in for service, then I think you have to have a year HVAC in advance. So first year, the things we went over were pretty basic. It was kind of we did like a heritage class where we kind of learned the background of the unions and our local in particular, the history of it. It was all right. It was an all right class, but didn't really. I guess it's supposed to give you more appreciation to unions and what unions are all about, where they came from. I'm all about the paycheck, so I'm appreciative to the union for paying wages that actually get you somewhere in life. But it was all right. It was a decent class. It wasn't boring. Then we do a lot of the like basic certification classes. Like we did like a health class where we got basically got our CPR certification. Learned about how to use an AOD. That's something that a lot of contractors want you to have, so that like if you have to go work certain places, that's a requirement. What else did we do first year? First year we did a basic rigging, so it was learn how to rig stuff up, learn about the strengths of different straps and slings. We did what we do? We did sign-in for the cranes. We learned how to signal a crane, both with a walkie-talkie and with hand signals. Learned some things about the crane, about how the load's affected by wind or by which direction the crane is. Like, so if it's swinging, so if you're asking them to swing over somewhere, so that you know how the load's going to be affected, what the capacity is going to be for different swinging motions. What else did we learn first year? I think we did an intro, just like basic systems, just kind of an intro to how a system works, the different types of systems. It was really pretty basic. It was pretty easy. It seemed like there was kind of a lot of stuff thrown in there, and I think we did welding for like the last week or two of class. Like there wasn't much welding. I came from a welding background, luckily, so I was a little bit ahead, but I feel like in our local West, one thing I don't really agree with is that I feel like they should kind of press on welding a little bit sooner, because if you came in with no welding experience, I feel like you wouldn't. Up to this point, I don't feel like a lot of the guys in my class, they can't catch up on the welding because they didn't really have a lot of it. So that was first year, and then we do advancement testing on everything we learned. We have to pass tests on all the different classes that we had to show that we're proficient enough to advance to the next year. Second year was a lot more welding. I think it was a lot more welding, and then we did science, and what the hell else? Science, there's some math in there. Dang, I can't really remember. Second year is kind of like a blur. I can't remember, but it was mostly welding and science. Oh, we did a bunch of layout, drafting, learning how to draw ISOs. It's kind of a progression, so it's kind of like you're learning more and more stuff. So now this year, third year, obviously this is my first week of class. It looks like this year we're gonna have mostly welding every other day, and then we have advanced systems. So advanced systems is pretty tough. Like we're touching on a lot of the math and science, and it's a lot of the stuff from last year, but it's just like it's stuff that you don't commonly use, but you need to know it for your licensing test. So I mean, there's certain people that would use it, like I'm supposed foreman would use it a lot more, but like just the average journeyman is not going to need to know a lot of the information that we have to do it. I don't know, the way my brain works, like I'm really terrible with test taking and with memorizing stuff that I don't use on a daily basis. I'm more of a hands-on guy, so I usually do pretty good on the test, but I can't study too much or I'll just tune out. So it's kind of, I've just been kind of freestyling on the test, but so that's basically what we have this year. I think we have some advanced rigging, and I think we have some foreman training classes. Oh, my bad. My dog's going crazy over here. He got his ball stuck under the table. So, yeah, that's basically this year. And then next year, the fourth year is when we start doing our licensing testing. So I think it's gas, oil, and steam, and then I think we have refrigeration and something else. I don't know. We start doing testing next year. So each year is progressively harder. This year, I don't know, the science, the math. It's not like I can comprehend it. It's not super hard to understand, but memorizing everything is that's the little tough point for me. Like it's definitely gonna be a little bit of studying, some kind of might do some flashcards or something. I don't know. Oh, and then I was gonna show y'all. Check this out. I got my old, but just bought this sissy pad for man. I swear every time I like at work, usually the pipe you don't be welding on one pipe long enough for it to get super hot, but man, when you go to school and you be working on these test coupons, they be getting hot, boy. So I always need something to rest my forearm on. Man, I got super burns on my arm. So when you're in the middle of the weld and it starts getting hot, like I have a hard time stopping. Like if it's going in there just right, when your arm's getting hot, I keep on going until that rod's done. So anyway, yeah, I just bought this from Western Welder, a little sissy pad. We'll try that out. I got welding again tomorrow, so we'll try that out tomorrow. But it was like $150, but I don't know. It'd be worth it. I got a bunch of tattoos on my arm, so do I really want to burn them up? Nah, I don't know. We'll see how it works anyway. So yeah, man. Other than that, that's kind of the breakdown on what we have for school. I mean, every place is gonna be a little bit different. Like I said, some different trades are gonna have different amounts of class. Like some might not be 5-year apprenticeship, but we have a lot of licensing. So with the licensing, I mean, that's why we get paid what we get paid. Also, we got 2 new instructors, so they really trying to push. They want to see somebody from our class go to the national welding competition, so they trying to make it step it up. So I don't know, shoot, I might go for that. You never know. My welding's looking pretty slick. I don't know if it's up to par with the welding competition, because I know there's some other locals that probably got people welding way sooner. I feel like we a little bit behind on that, but I weld on my weekend job too, so we'll see how it goes. I think that's next year's when the welding competition. I think it's 4th-year apprentices go. So I don't know. We got some good instructors, so we'll see if that pays off. But with that, I'm gonna go take this dang dog for a walk, and I'm gonna go head out to school. So I hope everybody has a good day. Hope maybe this answers some questions for y'all, give y'all some information on what to expect if you can get in. But in the meantime, TC, Minneapolis, 539. Hope everybody has a good day.